Okay, I've got a couple at the moment and they are apart. So I'm going to do reconciliation working. It'd be a jar spell. Whoops. And the couple in question, they were married and they have a child together. So we're gonna we're gonna draw them back. And what I've got is their photographs, date of birth, etc. And I have the marriage certificate. So I'm gonna bind them uh, their photographs and a little plastic baby doll kind of thing to represent the child. Even if the child is a lot older than a baby, it's still symbolic of a child, if that makes sense. And we're going to bind it all together, and it means that she will be still bound by the marriage certificate. And the marriage certificate, uh, you could also do this if you're stuck in a stagnant separation divorce. You could, push things along and bind yourself to the divorce. That can, push the flow of a divorce forward, because divorces can drag on for a long, long time. So that's what we're going to do. I've also got a little petition here. I can't really read the ins and outs of it, but I'll give you the gist of it. So we're basically saying that we're going to bring the two together again. We want the target to have a change of heart. I'm asking Holy Death now. I have already petitioned Holy Death with regards to this, and I want the person to come back to be with the partner and to, look after the child in common, to bind them in love, happiness, and infinite pleasure, no more hurt, and all that. Just make it personal to yourself. So we need some oils for a start. So let me see. Okay, so we want to attract fresh love. So we're going to put attract love on their photographs. Not attract new love, just attract love. And then we're going to, excuse me, I'm going to put this on the client's photograph. Increase attraction. We need something for communication. Communication oil. That goes on both their pictures to get them talking civilly. No more game playing and all that. I'm going to anoint that divorce petition with some of that as well. Okay. It's a little love spray, and I'm spraying that marriage certificate. Sorry, I said divorce. It's a marriage certificate with that spray. Okay. I was a wee bit too enthusiastic with that spray. It doesn't matter at all, but anyway, where are we? This is a man's broken heart, and we're going to put that on both their photographs because they both have heartache. I reckon both of them. There's hurt on both sides. Obviously, I'm only dealing with the client, but I'm pretty sure there's hurt on both sides. Forgiveness oil. Again, on both. Okay, I think that's fair enough. Okay, now what I'm going to do is place the photographs face to face, like so. And I know this is looking like a hot mess, but bear with me. Okay, so I'm putting some sugar, or you could use honey, in between the pictures. This is a plastic. It's a little doll. I use these all the time. Okay, to me they just represent children. You can use any kind of doll, but I like these ones, and that's going in the middle of them. Between them, I don't want the child to come between them, but I want the child to be bound between them, if you know what I mean. And sweetened, hence the sugar. So, and the marriage certificate and the petition. So everything is in there. And I am going to flip that around and bind this Okay. And then I'm going to go anti-clockwise and just try and make a packet out of it. Okay. So pink or red string, you know, or yarn, even white yarn is good. Actually, blue would be good for peace, but let me see. Don't think I have any. I do. Blue is good for peace in the home. And I'm going to start binding this towards me, and I'm calling out to the Santa Muerte for help to bring peace to this family, to take away all the hurt, to bring new beginnings, new chance for happiness, make her realize the error of her ways, remove the stubbornness in the target's life, make her think constantly of my client. May she think only of my client. May she make things up to my client, get in contact with her, start fresh. She needs to feel guilt over the child and to make amends to the child. And so it is done. Okay. So you would have something like this. Okay. 3 knots and something like that. I'm putting it in there. I'm just going to fill this up with some sugar. Okay, I should have some more. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. That's enough, I think, for now. I'm going to put in some cinnamon. A little bit of ginger. Again, this is good for lust and to bring up the heat. Let's have a look. A little bit of orris root just to give this situation a push. And I want to protect things with a wall of fire powder. Okay. And I put a little bit of precipitation powder in there for speed. You don't have to use this. If you have coffee at hand, coffee will be a good substitute for that. You could try that. Let me see. I really don't want to put too much stuff in this at the end of the day, because you know, I don't want to make a mess of it. You can I don't like putting wet like oils and stuff in these dry jars, because I find that it just makes a sticky mess and stuff. So I like it when it's dry, like so. What I'll be doing is I'm going to put in a little bit more. I'm going to put a bit of Damiana in there as well. So I put some rose petals in there. Damiana, good again. Damiana is really good for lust. So I'd probably put a few more bits and pieces of things that are sacred to Holy Death. I have some flowers that were sitting on her altar. Some rose petals mixed with a few other bits and pieces. I'd also pop a rose quartz crystal in here and a magnet to draw the situation to us. That's what we want. I'm trying to get the client to be positive and remain as positive as possible, because situations like this, you can slow a reconciliation down by negative thought patterns. It's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy, it's difficult, but when you do finally master the art of positive thinking, it will come naturally to you. That's the whole point of it. And things will change. You'll see that things will start to improve in your life, and you will draw completely different situations to you. I find that when you get into a rut of negative thinking, it's like a domino effect. Everything in life will go downhill. That's what I sort of. It's really hard to explain to clients because they think that magic is, a one-hit wonder. That you avail of a spell. I'm not talking to the client here. I'm just talking in general from queries I've had and clients I've had in the past. They think that because they've availed of a spell, they've paid for a spell. They think that everything should just fall into place, fall onto their lap, kind of thing. But it doesn't work like that at all. It's a process. I keep saying that it's a process, and like I said, that when you get into the pattern of thinking negatively, then everything starts to fall down around you, and you can what's called cross yourself up, and then you need cleansings and stuff like that. So you need to be careful. That's all I'm saying with that way of thinking. It's difficult and stuff, and I'm prone myself to at time. Well, not now, but when I was younger, a lot younger, I was prone to falling into that trap myself, and then I started to really get into the law of attraction. And the law of attraction to me is the golden ticket to it. Works excellently, hand in hand with magic and psychology. So it is psychology. At the end of the day, you're thinking a certain way, and to me, the law of attraction creates a shift on the astral plane, and you will draw everything to you. So at the end of the day, it's a waste of energy to be negative. So it's just food for thought. So what I'm going to do is work on this a little bit longer, and I'm going to pop a pink candle on that, work on it. I won't be shaking it. I don't shake these jars. These jars get disturbed, in my opinion, when I shake them, but I'll burn a candle on it each night, and it'll sit on the Santa Muerte's altar indefinitely until we see a change, and then I'll probably deploy it. I'm going to have a check at a few cards, just 1 second. Okay, I'll read the oracle cards at the end, and I'll let you know what I'm thinking at the moment. This is just a brief reading. Okay. I'm thinking, okay, to do with the child, there will be something that will emerge very soon with regards to that. There will be communication, I believe, and I think someone's going to travel or move. There's a decision to be made about travel, or someone is going to move maybe out of the area, kind of thing. I think this will affect the child. The child comes in at the center card, so the child card is the most important card here. And I feel there's going to be communication. I don't think it's bad. There's nothing to say that it's bad. It's just there's a decision. Maybe she wants to take the child on a holiday or something along those lines. That could be it. Obviously not at the moment when everything is just a bit crazy in the world, but I think that's going to happen with regards to the child you have between the two of you, kind of thing. Yeah, I think you lack feeling loved and you lack feeling protected, but I think there will be something that will emerge, and she'll get something out of her. She'll get something off her chest with regards to how she's feeling and what she wants for the rest of her life. There's the ring and the woman. So I think you will reevaluate things. I think you have too much to let go of. Yeah, you said she's very stubborn and stuff, and yeah, I do believe you and stuff. People can be that way, indeed. But at the end of the day, something has to change and stuff. At the end of the day, you both got married and you did have that mutual, there was that bond, and I'm sure that some of that is still there, and you just need to work on it. So, first card out is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I think things are getting on top of you way, way, way too much, and I think it's time for you to take a step back and just relax a little bit from the world. Recuperate, free yourself. Yeah, good card as well. It's time to take back control of your life. Free yourself. Stop being pulled down by shackles of things that are small, in my opinion. That's what I'm excuse me, that's what I'm trying to say. I find that you are pulled away by things that are not worth worrying over, if you know what I mean. If you put the focus into your family and her and getting her back, and we can worry about, the little, what's the correct word? The frugal things later on, if that makes sense. The little things like, the other workings that we've done, we can pay attention to them in depth. But first of all, we need to get your life, your marriage, your child, we need to get that sorted first, because that's most important. Anyway, the next card is trust. So this situation is calling for you to have faith. And then we've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive. So, and again, what I've just been talking about, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking of faith will bring you romance. There you go. And reconciliation is the final card. So this is all possible. Someone from your past is returning. So, this is possible. So it's just a matter of getting 1 second. It's just a matter of getting you into the correct alignment, because when things are in alignment, that is when you get your results. No sooner or no later. Other people can disagree, but that is how I see things. When things are in alignment, and if you're stressed, worried, all over the place, things will not be in alignment, and then you won't get your results. But when you finally calm yourself down, you find that inner peace, even if you have to fake it, because it will work. If you're faking it, at least you're trying, and the mind will sort of still function that way. It will still accept it, if you know what I mean. You're fooling your mind, but it's still accepting it. This is where psychology comes in. What was I saying? Yeah. But what I was saying was that, when things are in that correct space, that is when everything will come together for you. And that is the problem. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere, but you're not here in the middle. And that's where you need to be. You need to be in tune with yourself. And it's just a matter of calming down, knowing things will fall into place, doing what you can for your child, and, try to take a bit of that burden off your shoulders, and, see how things go at the end of the day. It's better than sitting worrying and stressing and making yourself, you worry yourself into ill health, and you don't want that. So I have a good feeling, and I really, really, really hope you take on board what I've said. Once you get in that correct space, good things will just flow into your life. Instead of everything flowing out of your life by worrying, all the good things will come into your life. You know what I mean? So please take that on board, and anyone else that wants to take it on board, feel free. So anyway, thanks for watching. houseofmagic@gmail.com. Videos are all on the way. It's been very, very, very busy, so please hang in there. I will get to you. If you're waiting on a video and you haven't heard from me, feel free to drop me a line, and I will let you know when your video's due to be uploaded. So I'll speak to you all soon. Have a good evening.